Alright, Rock. We are just moments away from you taking on 2 members of D-Generation X. Now, coming in, the odds were in your favor. Now, the odds are against you. What do you have to say about that? Michael Cole, know your role and shut your mouth! Now, D-Generation X, if you think The Rock is impressed that you 2 jabronis teamed up against everybody else, including my guys, well, you got another thing coming, because The Rock is going to lay the smackdown on both your candy asses if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Well, those were some very strong words from The Rock, but yes, one thing is for sure, either The Rock is going to win, or his opponents, D-Generation X, are going to win. Well, first, let's introduce The Rock. And I'll tell you one thing, The Rock, one thing that Michael Cole did say, and that is true, The Rock did have the odds in his favor, but now the odds have been reversed. Now it is 2-on-1 against The Rock. And I'll tell you one thing, The Rock, if any one man could do it, it's got to be The Rock. But of course, I mean, I don't like The Rock's chances, but knowing The Rock, he's going to go through it to the end. I mean, he has stated many times that he will stop at nothing to get what is his, and that is, excuse me, to get what is his, and that is the World Wrestling Federation Championship, which is currently in the possession of one Dude Love, who just a match ago barely managed to, like, he lost the match by countout, but because it ended in a countout, the championship cannot change hands. So some people say that he was lucky to have left with the championship. Well, now we have both The Rock and D-Generation X, and we're just going to get straight into the matchup. But yes, it is going to be The Rock against both Shawn Michaels and Mike Tyson, and here we go. And a float over DDT onto Mike Tyson to begin the matchup. So, I mean, this is it. This is it for whoever wins / survivors. I can't even talk. This is it. That's practically what I'm trying to get at. This is it. And a neck breaker onto The Rock to begin the match. I have something in my mouth. Excuse me. And a hard whip into the corner goes The Rock. I mean, The Rock has got to try to isolate one of these guys and keep him in the ring and just beat on him until he gets the win over one of them. But of course, he cannot allow Mike Tyson and Shawn Michaels to tag in and out, otherwise it's going to be a long night for The Rock. And then a back elbow onto Tyson. Excuse me. Then a belly-to-belly onto The Rock. And, well, there's Mark Henry. And Mark Henry should not be in this match. And now, wait a minute. Rock bottom. A rock bottom onto Mike Tyson. No, not even a 1 count. But Mark Henry is in the match. And, nope. Almost went for another rock bottom. And now he tags in Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. I have something in my mouth. There we go. But a kick right to the face of The Rock, and Mark Henry hasn't really done anything. I mean, he got in the ring, but 1. Nope. Kick out by The Rock. Although The Rock got him. And a suplex onto Shawn Michaels. And a dragon screw onto The Rock. And of course, if you're D-Generation X, you definitely want to put the pounding on The Rock as much as you can until he's done. They have the numerical advantage. They just have to get it done. That's all it comes down to. And, wait a minute! Rock bottom! A rock bottom onto Shawn Michaels, and Uh-oh, I think Michaels is pissed. Meanwhile, The Rock with a clothesline onto Shawn Michaels. But then a float over neck breaker. And a suplex with a pinfall combination. 1. No. And Mark Henry is still on the outside of the ring. And a nice arm drag onto Shawn Michaels. Another float over neck breaker. And Shawn Michaels got him. And now Mark Henry's coming in with a chair. And then a clothesline. I think that distraction might have helped The Rock. 1. No. But you have a steel chair in the ring, though. And of course the referee's going to dispose of it. And just drop it out. And, ooh, and a hard whip onto Shawn Michaels in the corner. But The Rock is doing the right thing. He's keeping Michaels at bay. Oh, but a rope break for Michaels, though. Could have been it, but it wasn't. Then a side headlock takedown. Then a Samoan drop onto Shawn Michaels. Nope, not even a 1 count, though. And of course, already Michaels is in trouble. And here comes Mike Tyson. And so far, The Rock has definitely laid the smackdown thus far. Albeit with a little bit of help from Mark Henry, who I think he might have been chased away or whatever. I didn't see what happened with Henry. But a neckbreaker again to The Rock. And now going for a stretch onto The Rock. But is The Rock going to tap out here? Wait a minute. What? You gotta be kidding me. The Rock tapped out, and the winners of the Survivor Series tournament by submission is D-Generation X. So they have won the Survivor Series tournament, which means that they will get an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships, and for The Rock, anything that could have went wrong, or rather anything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. And for D-Generation X, everything that could have went right, did. And there you see it. I mean, both guys went through a long list of superstars, wrestlers, to make it to the finale, and they won it.